welcome to another episode of Asia Unscripted. Today is December the 17th, 2020 in Asia, and it is December 16th, 2020 here in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Yes, I am here. For the duration of this video, I'm going to refer to it as PV. I just arrived here at PV a few hours ago. I wanted to get a little bit of a break from the dreary Seattle weather. You know, as you know, this time of year, almost every day it's raining. It is cloudy. You just don't get days like this in December. You might get them in July and August and September, but that's about it. It's 9 months of gloom and doom. Anyways, I wanted to introduce you guys to PV. So I decided to come down here. I'm still waiting on my visa to get back into Asia. That's being processed as we speak. So I decided to come down here and wait. Excuse any wind noise, but you know, I'm at the beach, so deal with it. Anyways, so let's talk a little bit about PV. So PV is on the western coast, not as west as Baja California, but it's, I guess, the western mainland of Mexico, I guess you could say. Yeah, so it's about 80 degrees, give or take. As you can see, bars are open here. People are wearing masks for the most part, and they're just, you know, living their life. I mean, there are people who aren't wearing masks. But in this society, it's, you know, you do what you want, and then you'll have to deal with the consequences later. I had a long conversation with an Uber driver on the way here about that. So, yeah, he spent some time living in the U.S., so he was comparing his time living in the U.S. and compared to living here, driving for Uber in Mexico. Happy hour. We're in happy hour. Yeah, so from what I understand, from what people tell me, this is not much of a crowd for this time of year. This part of Mexico is this is the busiest time of year, December and January. The problem is they get a lot of Canadians. And the Canadians, whoa, I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me see if I can zoom in. There is, yep, right there. There's a cruise ship. I think you guys can see the cruise ship. I don't know if it's, you know, doing an active sailing or not, but that's kind of cool to see. Anyways, December and January are the peak times here. So from what I understand from other people, this boardwalk would be full of people this time of year. But Canadians are a major part of the people visiting. And the problem with that is when they go back to Canada, they have to do a 14-day self-quarantine. So a lot of people don't want to do that. They don't want to, you know, be off for 2 weeks working and then be off another 2 weeks for the quarantine. They just don't want to do that. So I can kind of understand that. Oh, we got a cool little statue over here. Kind of neat. There's a little bit about the statue, so you can freeze frame it and read it for yourself if you know Spanish. Which unfortunately I don't know a lot of. I took a few years of Spanish in high school, but that was 25 years ago. So an important thing when you're learning a language And I tell my students this, you need to practice it frequently, because if you don't, then you're going to be like me with Spanish and not remember much of it anymore. So there's my lesson to you guys of the day. Luckily, this is a tourist location, so a lot of the locals do speak at least a limited English. So that's kind of cool. Oh, we got another statue here. Some dolphins. I don't know if you can see some water coming out. It's pretty neat. In a way, it's kind of nice to be here when there's not too many people around. You know, as you can see, I'm not having to dodge too many people. So that's a plus. So PV has about 200,000 people. Not very many people. Not a huge city. The metropolitan area has about 400,000 people. So, yeah, it's not big compared to Mexico City or Guadalajara, but you know, it still is big. It still has pretty much everything you need. I mean, I saw a mall coming in. I saw Home Depot. Saw some other big box stores from the States. So if you're looking to move to a different country, but you don't want to give up all that Western stuff, this might be a good option for you. So as you can see, this I don't know if I want to call it a downtown area, but it goes straight up just a few blocks away. You can see up there in the hills, there's a lot of houses up there. They're not cheap either. So here's an old, I'm guessing an old church. We might hit there at some point in a future video. Oh, I can see a big bell there towards the middle of it. Yeah, we'll get a little bit closer to that place in a future video. I plan to do several videos. I want to kind of show you guys that there are options, alternatives to Asia right now. The only place you can really get in as a tourist is Thailand, which I will talk about in a separate video. Thailand's making some progress, so I want to talk to you guys about that, just in case you're looking for a destination in Asia that you can go to right now. Oh, there's a lot of pigeons. Oh, please don't crap on me. Yeah, this is a pretty nice, I don't know, I want to call it a promenade, boardwalk, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to end this first part of the video here. This is a good place to end it, here at the PV sign. And then we will start part 2 in the next video. So I plan on doing several videos while I'm here. It's been a long time since I've given you guys some decent videos. There's only so much of Seattle I can show you guys, and there's only so much that I can talk about being in the US. So I kind of want to go back to giving you the videos I gave you when I was in Cebu. So all right, here we go. So here's a father and his son getting a picture in. Anyway, so that's the end of part 1. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. You can see my logo at the bottom of this video. Please click on it. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos. And this is Jason from Asia Unscripted, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves.